Hello YouTube, Pole Gamer here, again with another episode of Minecraft Redstone. And today, we're going to be making this 4x4 cave door that I've made recently. And basically, it's just a 4x4 version of this. And just so you know that it works, which, trust me, it does. Here's the opening, nice and quick, and the closing. And it is my own design, so you're not going to find another one like it. Just like the 3x3. And the materials that you'll need for this door are block of iron, sea lantern, lime wool, redstone dust, redstone repeater, observer, a lever or lever depending on where you live, redstone torch, sticky piston, and glass block. That is all you need. And for the tutorial, build up roughly 12 to 14 blocks above the ground. Make sure you have room for the redstone on the bottom. Iron block, lever on one side, flick it once so the handle's facing down, redstone torch on the opposite side, and the redstone torch should turn off. And above this redstone torch, a wool, redstone dust on top, and if you're looking towards the middle of the door, from this torch diagonally right and down, wool, 2-tick repeater facing towards the back of the door, wool in front of the repeater, and looking towards the middle of the door, extend right by 1, with redstone dust on top of both of those. And on top of this redstone dust, a wool, and on top of this one, a sticky piston facing towards the middle of the door, with an iron block on its face, or block of iron. And looking towards the middle of the door, from the block that the repeater is on, diagonally right and down, with a wool, redstone dust, diagonally right and down again, wool with a redstone dust on top. And for the rest of the pistons for this side of the door, face towards the right side of the door. On the very bottom dust, place a sticky piston on top, diagonally left from the sticky piston, diagonally left and up, a second sticky piston, and extending up with another sticky piston, and blocks of iron on their faces. And if you want to, you can actually fill it in this wall. You don't have to, I'm just choosing to, because I want to. And from this dust, actually, on these 2 sticky pistons, redstone dust, and on top of this wool, redstone dust, or dust. Now, from this dust, on the iron block that's left of it, when you're looking at the back of the door, redstone dust, on the iron block in front, on the right of it if you're looking at the middle of the door, or the one that's in front of it if you're looking towards the back. 4-tick repeater, and in front of the repeater, redstone dust. That should connect to this one on the wool. And from this dust on the iron block at the front of the door, iron block next to it, and extend this direction, or left, by 3, and extend this back by 3 rows, from this dust, that's in front of the repeater, going up a block, redstone dust, looking towards the back, put redstone dust in front of it, extend across, and go down. So if you turn towards the right of the door and you fly up, it should look like a letter C. And next to the two middle dust, which are right there, place sticky pistons facing down, up, down, with iron blocks on their faces. And then fill in the rest of the roof, or 2 blocks that are next to those, to make it flat on the roof. On those 2 blocks you just placed a 1-tick repeater. That's what, just place it down. And actually extend from in front of the repeaters back towards the back of the door by 2 blocks on each side. And extend the wall that you've made to match that. In front of the repeater, redstone dust, going down, redstone dust. Actually extending straight this direction towards the side of the door that we've done so far. Observer facing down, extending left if you're looking towards the front of the door. Wool, and on this wool, redstone dust, facing towards the wool, 2-tick repeater. And break this block that's the observer's facing towards. And under the wool and observer, 2 sticky pistons and a sea lantern. And if you turn it on, we've got half a door. Well, almost half a door. We don't have this block yet. But so far we have half a door. So we're getting there. And starting on the left side of the door, from this repeater, redstone dust in front, and if you're looking towards the back, the block that the redstone dust is on, diagonally left and down, and going left, observer facing down, lime wool, or wool, on the 2 blocks that aren't the observer, redstone dust, facing away from the middle of the door, 2-tick repeater. And underneath the wool and observer, 2 sticky pistons and a sea lantern. And it should look like that. And if it doesn't, you probably did something wrong. Actually, from this iron block, you can extend it forward towards the front of the door by 5 blocks, and extend it back 1 block. That should make the top of the wall right here. Actually, you can probably join the back together as well. So, from this redstone dust, on the block below it, redstone dust, going towards the back of the door, from this block, diagonally left and down, iron block, and extending left, wool, on top of these 2 blocks, redstone dust, next to the wool, facing towards the middle of the door, sticky piston with a block of iron on its face, and extending right and down diagonally, sticky piston, and extending down with another sticky piston, and extending left and down with another sticky piston, and iron blocks on all of their faces. And on top of these 2 pistons on the top, redstone dust, oh, not there, is redstone dust. And between these 2 pistons, or sticky pistons, wool, and if you're looking towards the right side of the door, extending right, or towards the front, another wool with redstone dust on them, and extend these two walls to the right by another one with redstone dust, extending right and down with the wool, redstone dust, extending left and down with another wool, and then extending left with the wool that's closest to the front, or the one that's next to the wool with the dust on it, repeater, and behind the repeater, redstone dust. And from the block that the redstone dust is on, diagonally left and down, and turn right, diagonally left and down again, extend it over by, I believe, 5 blocks. Yep, 5 blocks, and extend up and left, and redstone dust on all of those. And you can actually fill this wall in now. And I've put it in the wrong spot. Actually, I put this whole area in the wrong spot. Oh no. Okay, 1 second. Okay, let's redo that, because that was horrible. Okay, from this block, again, place a wool to the left of it with redstone dust on top. And next to this wool, place a sticky piston going towards the middle, if I can get it to go towards the middle, and put a block of iron on its face. And if you ended up placing placing the piston without having to remove the block of iron, like that, you can just leave the iron block there. And if you're looking towards the left wall, which isn't there yet, from that piston, diagonally right and down with another sticky piston, extending down with a sticky piston, and extending left and down with a sticky piston, and blocks of iron on all their faces. And these two pistons on the top can have redstone dust on top of them. And between these two sticky pistons, a wool, and extending right, if you're still looking at the right wall of the door, extending right with 2 more wool, and redstone dust on all those. And from this wool here, the third wool out of the 3, extending right and down with a wool, extending left and down with another wool, and extending left with a wool. The third wool, which is this one next to the piston, redstone dust, and when connecting these 2 lines, this one closest to the front, redstone dust, and going into this block is redstone repeater on 1 tick, which it's already on 1 tick when you place it down. And from this piston, with the 1 block space going down, wool, turn right, diagonally left and down, and extend left by 5. And place dust on all those. And actually now you can fill this wall in. And this space at the top, put 2 sea lanterns there. Actually, below these sea lanterns on the walls, destroy the block under them and replace it with a sea lantern. And so far, if you turn on the door, it should look like this. 4 more blocks left. So starting from the line of redstone at the bottom, next to the 2 middle ones, which are those 2, sticky pistons next to those, extending towards the back of the door. Blocks of iron on their faces. And from this wool, right here, looking towards the right side of the door, or the right wall of the door, left and down with the wool, extending left with another wool, with redstone dust on those. Turn right, extending left with another wool, and 3-tick repeater. And in front of that repeater, sticky piston, another sticky piston on top of that sticky piston, and a sea lantern. That was a lot at once, but oh, I should probably get the glass down here. Yep, probably should have gotten the glass down. Actually, earlier I should have. On top of the redstone dust that's going into the repeater, glass block on top of that, and redstone dust. Diagonally, and looking towards the front of the door, diagonally right and down from the glass block, wool with redstone dust on top. And turn left, extending towards the back of the door from this wool, left with the wool, redstone dust, turn right, go left with 2 more wool, diagonally left and up with another wool, and these 2 empty blocks of wool right here. The first repeater, 4 ticks, and the one closest to the redstone dust, 2-tick repeater. And that's actually this double piston extender done. Oh, close. We still need a block here, but I'll do that when the floor is put in. And basically just put this on this side. So from this wool, looking towards the left side of the door, diagonally right and down with the wool, extend right with the wool with redstone dust on top of those, turn left, going towards the middle of the door, block of wool, and a 3-tick repeater, going into a sticky piston, on top of the first sticky piston, a second sticky piston, and then a sea lantern. And on top of this redstone dust that's behind the repeater, glass block, redstone dust, diagonally from this glass block, looking towards the front of the door, diagonally left and down, with the wool and redstone dust on top of that. And from this wool, the same wool, actually no, this wool, that's diagonally left and down from the glass. I'm still looking towards the front of the door, extend towards you by 1 with the wool, with redstone dust on top, and extend right by 2, and extend right and up with another wool. And these 2, the one that's closest to the sticky pistons, 4-tick repeater, and the one closest to the redstone dust, 2-tick repeater. And now you just need to fill in the floor, and that'll be the tutorial completely done. Now that you do that, flicking the lever, it should close. Flicking the lever again should make it open. And that is the end of the tutorial. Thank you guys for watching today. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, because it helps my channel out very, very much. And to see more of my videos. Goodbye.